Let's go straight.
Kevin, thanks.
All right, thank you, David. So here's Miami's starting group. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the two-guard position. And for the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center. Crowder kicks to Adebayo. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. That one goes. Count it.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Dragic.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Outside, White. Pass to Carter. On the wing, Porter. Back to Carter. Over in the corner, White. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Robinson. Left side, Crowder. Outside for Robinson. Adebayo passes to Robinson. Stolen by Carter. White with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Levine against Robinson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. Levine deciding where to go with it.
Bam Adebayo just playing hard on defense, contesting shots and staying active.
Now the Heat with it. And Butler, here we go. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. Tries again. And at last, they get one to fall.
Butler with the ball up in the air just sniffs that one out. And he goes in and rips it down.
It's Carter, high post. Now the pass to Porter. Clock at 6. Here's White. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And that one's good by Butler.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside, White. And Robinson comes to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Now, here's Adebayo. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Carter. To the inside. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And Adebayo throws it down.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
There's the lob to Carter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Well, they're passing to Adebayo. That one, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Good on the shot.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Now here's Crowder. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Passes to Porter. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's Carter missing. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. Here's Butler. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Satoransky's checked in for Levine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Crowder. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. Pass to Satoransky. Out to the right wing. Down low. It's stolen by Jones. And that does it for the first quarter. Miami ahead, up by 4. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago.
These guys work so hard and they're young.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
On the court for Miami here in the second, we've got Hero. Iguodala out there with Jones. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Dragic in at the point guard position. Pass to Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. Young pass to Cornette. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Heat with the lead. Jones dishes to Olynyk. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, Kelly Olynyk can score all over, but really valuable when you start to get points from this kind of balanced attack.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Cornette can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Sensational drive from Dragic there, giving the defense only the choice to foul him there.
It's his first trip to the line. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Dragic kicks to Jones. And the pass to Hero. To the inside. Here's Olynyk. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So many points have come at the hands of Kelly Olynyk, using that pump fake to his advantage.
Some changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. And it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Butler in for Goran Dragic. White goes in, and Adebayo sends it back.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chicago. Crowder, he's checked in for Miami. Duncan Robinson comes in for Hero. White finds Markkanen. On the wing, Porter. Crowder with the steal. Pushing it up. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Passes it to Butler. And stolen by Valentine. Over in the corner, White. From outside, off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
3 on 3. Pass to Harrison. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
Chicago making some changes. Wendell Carter comes in for Denzel Valentine. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Kobe White. Butler, no good. Bulls trail by 6. And LaVine, here we go.
And the vertical that LaVine has really gives him an advantage when he's able to hit that launching pad.
Here's Butler. Rebound collected by LaVine. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside, LaVine. On the wing, Porter. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Crowder. No good off the back of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
He kicks it to Robinson. Beyond the arc. Markkanen pulls it in. Here's Harrison, defended by Crowder. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. Second shot opportunity, and that's the final possession with the nice deep. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Kelly Olynyk displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides. The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
On the wing, LaVine, guarded by Robinson. Outside, Levine for the lead. Here's Markkanen, and he hits it to tie the game up. Markkanen's got his first basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Robinson trying to get open as Adebayo. Good work defensively by Carter. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
White the pass to Levine. Third quarter of play.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Crowder the pass to Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And the defense just all over Bam, but he hangs tough.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And then for Miami, Olynyk is checked in for Crowder. Jones comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Hero subbed in for Duncan Robinson. And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Pass to Cornette. Back to Dunn for the lead. Chicago now working with the new shot clock.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Back to Dragic. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Here's Olynyk. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
There's 1:40 left to play in the third. And here is Satoransky. There's the pass to Cornette. For the lead. And that one is off. And the Heat going the other way now. Iguodala dishes to Olynyk. And Young comes over to help. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 9.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's Young on the wing. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. Harrison comes in for Chris Dunn. Jones, the pass to Olynyk. It's another look. Here's Hero. Young with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. For the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And then for Miami, Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Jones. Jimmy Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Goran Dragic. Shots good by Butler. He's got 6.
This is feeling a little bit too easy right now for Jimmy Butler out there.
Outside, Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Markkanen's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Bulls lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. And it's Hero in at the 1 spot. Levine kicks to Valentine. For the 3. Levine can't hit. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 1-point game. Butler finds Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Robinson drives in, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Here's Levine. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. It's Carter, high post. Back to Levine. And he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
It's stolen by Carter. And even 3-on-3 break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And right on target. Good. Chicago leading. Levine with it. Pass to White. On the wing, Levine. Guarded by Robinson. Markkanen against Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. And then Carter with the dunk.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Pass to Hero. And here is Butler. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Butler. And it's 8 points for Bam Adebayo.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Bean passes to Porter. Carter at the elbow. Over Adebayo. Porter kicks to Levine. They grab their own miss. He can't get that one. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Markkanen against Crowder. Pass to Hero. In the corner, it's Robinson. Porter with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. White's running. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Robinson goes in to take the lead, and it's sent back by Carter.
How about about the anticipation from Carter Jr. Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Crowder with the steal. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Levine, the putback, and Carter with his second chance points. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Hero passes to Butler. Here's Crowder. Robinson kicks to Crowder. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Carter pulls it in. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Bean passes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. 6 to shoot from outside the arc. Rebound by the Heat.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Crowder kicks to Robinson. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Satoransky's checked in for Kobe White. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Outside Butler. To the middle. Adebayo passes to Butler. Back to Adebayo. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Hero. From deep three-point range, the three won't fall. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean,
How can the Wizards not be confident when they look as good as that? And before we get going, let's hear.
Well, guys.
David, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the 2. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got his team on the board to start the game for the Wizards. And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And here's Dragic. Passes it to Robinson. Poke loose. And now here comes Wall leading the break. Rejected by Dragic. Inside. All with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Nice ball movement by Washington. Robinson kicks to Butler. Pass to Dragic. Robinson left side. Six on the shot clock. And oh, here we go. Wall. Nobody back. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
To the inside. Adebayo. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Dragic finds Crowder. Right side, Butler. And here we go again. Wizards in transition. Up the court they go. Wall's shot is good.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Back to Robinson. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
If you make a mistake against Jimmy Butler, this guy will find a way to make you pay. Pretty pass.
Back to Beal. To the wing right side. Bryant against Adebayo. And a nice shot by Bryant. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Both teams will make substitutions. There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Outside, Beal. Pass to Mahimi. Now here's Beal. He's covered closely. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat trail by 9. Dragic kicks to Crowder. Butler on the wing. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Smith's shot is good.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Here's Crowder after the basket by Washington. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Crowder is not afraid to play bully basketball. This is a guy who will battle through contact.
Washington leading now by 7. Here's Mahimi, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Adebayo finds Dragic. In the corner, Crowder with it. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. The kick outside to Butler. No good on the 3. Smith on the wing and stolen by Butler. It's 2-on-1. Ahead, here's Crowder. And the rejection by Mahimi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahimi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
And so it's the Washington. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched a puck.
Being yourself, being in your own.
You know, Gray, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Jones. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Hero into the small forward. Heat moving the ball around. Bertans against Jones. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards. Payton finds Wagner. Smith on the wing. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
What a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Now, here's Wagner. Down low. Bertans' shot is good. Bertans got the lead up to 11 now for Washington.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Passes it to Hero. It's stolen by Bertans. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And it's Smith missing. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Miami.
And at last year's trade deadline, it surprised some people that Bertans was one of the hottest names out there.
Right. Bertans goes from a guy who was getting limited minutes in San Antonio to playing around 30 per game for Washington. There were reports that suggested the Wizards were asking for at least 1 first-round pick and maybe a sweetener. Boy, does that show you the value of a sweet shooting big man.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Wizards. No good from Dragic. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smith finds Bertans. To the paint. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. The Heat trail by 11. Here's Hero. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Fires the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Payton the bounce pass. And so Washington again turning it over for the Wizards. Mahinmi comes in for Mo Wagner. And Beal subbed in for Gary Payton. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Jones. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Hero. Now here's Butler. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Over to the wing. Back to Butler. From deep.
That's really good defense by Bradley Beal because of his size and mobility to stay on the ball and affect the shot. That's really good D.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Mahinmi passes to Bonga. Back to Mahinmi. It's stolen by Adebayo. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Jimmy Butler.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler is so explosive. Half-court transition, it doesn't matter where it is.
Mahinmi against Adebayo. Beal the pass to Mahinmi. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 5th assist in this one.
What an outstanding pass, and Bradley Beal has come such a long way as a playmaker. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
The Heat trail by 7. Outside Robinson. Outside Crowder. Back to Robinson. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Off on the layup.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The shot by Beal, no good. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson leading the charge. Off target from three-point range. With 1 on the clock, that shot misses. And so it's the Washington Wizards. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They've got the 7. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. All runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
Outside Crowder to the inside. They're running. Here's Wall. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Wall's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And so here is Miami. Back to Robinson. It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Wall. Crowder against Beal. And Bryant kicks to Beal. Outside, Wall. Pass to Bonga. Clock at 6. Back to Wall. Off pass to Bryant. That one misses.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Left side, Butler. The shot will not fall. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Hachimura. Rejected by Crowder.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
The pass to Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. And then for Miami, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jay Crowder. Derek Jones comes in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Now, here's Bertans. Back to Payton. They get a hand on it. And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. Pass to Adebayo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Miami. Back to Bertans. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Here's Hero. Basket counts.
There is a all-around nature to the game of Andre Iguodala, and he relishes an opportunity to find an open teammate.
Passes it to Wagner. Out to Smith. Bertans against Jones. Bertans can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Jones, no luck. Wizards leading by 7. Back to Payton. There's the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Pass to Jones over Payton. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Iguodala. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Payton passes to Wagner. "19 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. They could use a bucket. Rebound by Olynyk. Outside, Jones. Off target with that shot. The third quarter comes to a close. Washington out in front, up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. They've got Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder out there with Kelly Olynyk, and there's Iguodala. And it's Hero into the point guard. And stolen by Butler. Inside, here's Iguodala. Goes back up. Can't hit that one. Now Washington takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The feed to Mahinmi. The kick out to Wall. Crowder against Mahinmi. Back to Wall. 5 to shoot. Count the basket.
Slashing into the lane, the speed and the grace of John Wall.
And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. Olynyk, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Wall attacking. And Wall slams it home.
Well, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Iguodala left side. Butler passes to Olynyk. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Olynyk, such a deft touch on the interior. Keeps the ball high. The defense has no chance.
Wall draws the double. It's Beal on the wing for 3. Mahinmi, it's good on the putback. And the Wizards lead by 7.
You do not have to be a gifted scorer. Jan Mahinmi willing to create offense, working hard on the offensive window.
Butler up top, guarded by Mahinmi. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Now Butler. It's Crowder on the wing. Here's Hero. Bonga pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You have to love that mentality. John Wall took it in and made sure he drew the contact.
And that one falls for John Wall. A different look for Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Hero. The Heat trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The kick out to Crowder. Back to Adebayo. Takes it from 10. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Heat with the ball. Heat have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Butler dishes to Robinson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now it's only a 5-point Wizards lead.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Wall attacking. Mahinmi kicks the Wall. Payton passes to Wall. Mahinmi finds Beal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
You know, the amazing thing to me is as much as Bradley Beal has turned into a complete player, for a guy who entered as simply a jump shooter, I think there's even another level he can get to.
Smith checked in for Washington.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Here's Dragic from outside. Washington with the rebound. Mahinmi's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Out to Smith. The tray. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. And the Wizards lead by 10.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Robinson, and the rejection by Mahimi.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Wizards.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Beal.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now, here's Dragic. Outside Robinson, and the pass to Adebayo. Now, here is Smith. To the middle. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Crowder with the ball. Banked in off the glass.
You simply cannot sleep on Crowder in transition. He's a speedy forward who will run the floor for easy opportunity.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. And it's Robinson in at shooting guard. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Fultz. Outside Fournier. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Vucevic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor. Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
Here's Fultz. The pass to Gordon. Isaac outside. To the paint. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Isaac.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. The kick out to Crowder. Passes to Butler. Robinson for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Back to Isaac. Fultz against Crowder. Over in the corner, Isaac. Here's Gordon. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Pass to Robinson. Inside. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. And again, it's the Heat missing.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
And Isaac throws it down.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
It's good.
Beautiful vision to find an open man. Gordon leading by example.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. 6-point game. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
The burst of athleticism of Butler is fun to watch. He is a tenacious dunker.
Fultz kicks to Gordon. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Here's Ross. A second chance effort. Bamba's shot is off.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Hero passes to Olynyk. It's stolen by Ennis. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
Augustine passes to Bamba. Back to Augustine. Now Ennis. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Gordon. Rebound by Olynyk.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Iguodala finds Olynyk. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The interior game of CLA Olynyk, capable of burning you from this area also.
Pass to Bamba. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Augustine. Ennis dishes to Ross. The pass to Ennis. Now here is Augustine. Bamba inside. He's against Olynyk. Bamba's shot is off. And the Magic making a change here. The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
A physical big man who won't back down from anyone. Every team could use a guy like CLA Olynyk. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Magic up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Dragic. Derek Jones is out there with Olynyk. And there's Iguodala. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Iguodala. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Passes it to Bamba. Now Ross launches a 3. Pass to Ennis. And here is Ross. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ennis. Evan Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. And a new group in for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for CLA Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Jones. Butler, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Robinson is subbed in for Goran Dragic.
And they really haven't been able to get into any kind of an offensive flow this quarter. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Heat trail by 7. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Robinson against Fultz. Robinson kicks to Crowder. Outside for Robinson. That shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Isaac. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And finished off by Fultz.
Defensively, his length causes turnovers. Michael Carter-Williams igniting the fast break.
For Miami, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Hero. And stolen by Fournier. Isaac kicks to Vucevic. Fournier in the corner. Takes the 3. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat trail by 9, and they're running. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Ken Burch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Now here's Fournier. And here's Fultz. Back to Fournier. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Isaac. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Isaac's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Tyler Hero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay. A little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
Ennis, he's checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Markelle Fultz. And Miami with a change here, too. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And so Orlando, again, turning it over.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. Butler. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now here is Augustine. The wing jumper off target.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And slam dunk by Butler.
I love the aggressiveness by Butler when he's driving the basketball to the bucket.
Iguodala finds Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Now just a 5-point Magic lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here is Augustine. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Iguodala with the steal. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. The period came to a close with them holding. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
They've got Jonathan Isaac. Vucevic is out there with Mohamed Bamba. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Fultz in at the point. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Robinson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Robinson's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Heat. The Magic shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. On the wing, Isaac. That's tipped. And here we go. It's Butler. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Quick reminder there, Butler has the capacity to take over the game at both ends.
Pass to Isaac. Feeds to Bamba. takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Magic lead by 1. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Robinson against Bamba. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
Both good from the line that time. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The Heat trail by 3. Butler dishes to Dragic. And good that time.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. There's the feed to Bamba. Crowder with the steal. Dragic with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Robinson left side. Isaac against Butler. Adebayo with the elbow. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls.
Man, you know, Bam Adebayo knows his role, doesn't play outside of himself, and he's a quality teammate, too.
And it's Carter Williams with the ball for Orlando. They trail by 1. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update on Aaron Gordon. David Aldridge, what's the status?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Magic. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
I mean, a devastating blow, to say the least. Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes.
Here's Hero, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Ross. Back to Carter Williams. The 8-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Carter Williams has got his first points in this one. The Heat trail by 3. Knocked away. Iguodala finds Adebayo. And Jones has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Ross. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Andre Iguodala.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Aaron Gordon comes in for Isaac, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Carter Williams. Now, here's Adebayo. 10 points for him. Here's Iguodala. Makes it off the glass. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the night.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
It's Fournier on the wing. Back to Fultz. Vucevic against Adebayo. And it's Vucevic missing. The Heat trail by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Hero, no good. Well, Orlando shooting here about 46% for the game. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Jones. For the tie. Missed. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Magic out in front, up 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Heat, Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And that one falls for Robinson. Crowder, he's checked in for Miami. Robinson hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Magic leading by 3. There's the pass to Fultz. Ross in the corner. Here's Gordon. That one falls.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Gordon's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Robinson, and it's blocked by Gordon.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Fultz. Fournier finds Fultz. Ross against Robinson. Count it. And now a 7-point Orlando lead.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Dragic, the pass to Butler. Back to Dragic. Robinson for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Olynyk with the steal. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Floats it up for Butler. Stolen by Gordon. The drive by Vucevic. Count it. Good. And the Magic lead by 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Left side, Butler. To the paint. The kick out to Dragic. Outside, Robinson. From downtown. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Miami.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Passes it to Fournier. And stolen by Butler. Robinson goes in. The second effort, trying to get open is Crowder. Robinson misses. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. Here's Fultz. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
He is ambivalent to the pressure. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, Fultz is not afraid to step in and knock it down.
Now here's Olynyk. Back to Robinson. To the wing on the left. Dragic kicks to Robinson. Here's Olynyk. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's a veteran play by Kelly Olynyk. Helps his team with that bucket.
Isaac's checked in for the Magic. Heat also with the sub. Adebayo's checked in.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
It's Fournier on the wing. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Vucevic finds Isaac. Magic moving the ball around. Fournier for 3. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now Robinson following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Clock at 4. It's over Fournier. But they recover it. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. Heat also with the sub. Dragic is checked in, and he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. And it's the Magic's ball. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
To take the lead, it's in!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Gordon against Crowder. Gordon, the pass to Isaac. Now here's Ross. He dishes it to Gordon. Over Robinson. It's off.
See, that's a solid effort on the defensive glass. You need guys who are willing to work, willing to get their hands dirty inside.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the heart. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next.
Frank Everett, we all...
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in its center. And for Miami, we've got Jay Crowder. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at small forward. And he makes that one. Robinson's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Heat. And Adebayo sends it back. It's Dragic with the drive. Right wing. Robinson for three. He can't hit that time. And it's Chicago the other way. Outside, Levine. Out left to the wing. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter passes to Carter. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Dragic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
White inside. He's guarded by Dragic. Porter dishes to Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. The three. Rebound by the Heat.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, C-Webb, he gets scorching hot and can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by a Splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Now here's Crowder. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Outside, Robinson. Inside. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist from Robinson.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Levine looking around. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Porter, over Butler. And again, no good by Chicago. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Heat. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Robinson. Fast break, here comes Chicago.
Man, he's such a capable scorer in transition. I mean, once Satoransky gets a step on the D, you got to look out.
Gets the pass to Iguodala. Now Olynyk. And there's the pass to Hero. Down low. Adebayo kicks to Olynyk. Chicago grabs the miss.
No, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Done against Dragic. Here's the lob to the hoop. Satoransky the pass to Dunn. Here's Hutchison. Olynyk is covering. Passes it to Cornette.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Young with the ball. Dragic against Dunn. To the middle. Iguodala with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Hero. Satoransky covering. Double team on Adebayo. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Satoransky, Cornette. Tries yet again. The kick out to Young. Done against Adebayo. And Cornet gets it to go.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Done against Dragic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Now Valentine. Back to Young. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine.
You know, we should have energy and we should be out playing the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Kelly Olynyk is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And Miami making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Now here's Butler. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
A towering presence with superior height. Marketing doesn't need much lift to throw it down.
The feed to Olynyk, stolen by Carter. Now here's Valentine. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. It's stolen by Jones. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Porter's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Levine subbed in for Harrison. Now here's Crowder to the paint. The kick outside to Butler. Robinson for 3. He can't get that one to fall. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
And last year, Lauri Markkanen was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Markkanen can be. I mean, this kid can dunk on you inside, post up, face, get you in the triple threat, shoot the 3 off the spot up, and more so importantly, maybe even handle the ball. He can make players around him better. He has one of the quickest first steps to take guys off the dribble in the league for his size. I'd like to see him take greater advantage of his skill set.
Now here's White. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
You have to appreciate the value of an acrobatic showman like Levine. I mean, his antics will keep your squad and the crowd pumped up.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Goran Dragic is checked in for Robinson. And Chicago also making a switch. Satoransky's checked in. And they double up Butler. Stolen by Satoransky. Right side Markkanen. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And it's a tie ball game.
Oh, man, what a smart feed for marketing. I mean, I'd like to see him do that more, getting his teammates involved.
It's stolen by Carter. Markkanen with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Levine dishes to Markkanen. Satoransky against Butler.
Satoransky can get wily on the drive. I mean, able to duck and dodge his way to the shot.
And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Butler. Outside Crowder, just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. There's Dragic with the 3. Miami no good on that time either. Porter finds Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. Then for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And it's Chandler Hutchison in for Markkanen. Back to Levine. "20 feet out. The putback."
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Hero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call. The Heat shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Dunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Cornett passes to Harrison. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Bulls now. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Hutchison. It's hauled in by the Heat. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in this game. Adebayo passes to Hero. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Young with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. Young passes to Hutchison. He lobs it up. Cornett can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
It's all tied in Miami. Time now for the halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing upon whatever the defense gives up.
So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point guard. Now here's Markkanen. Shoots over Dragic. And too long on the shot. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's White. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Carter. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Crowder kicks to Butler. And they double up Butler. Rockets the pass to Adebayo. And stolen by White. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Porter's running. And then Carter with the dunk.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Here's Adebayo, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for Miami. Levine with it. And Levine with the slam.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Left side, Levine. And the wing jumper offline.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Here's Butler. No good on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Levine with it. Butler covering. Levine kicks to White. He dishes it to Porter. White the pass to Porter. Back to White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And here we go. It's Butler. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. The kick out to Dragic, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. In transition, here come the Bulls. It's tipped. Levine with it. Jones covering. Porter kicks to Levine. The shot from the low post is good. Levine's got 5 now.
Looking calm and composed in the paint. Levine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Levine with the ball. And Levine throws it down.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Now here's Dragic. Count that one. He's got 7.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. Nails the baby hook.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. But they'll get another chance. Porter kicks to Levine. Sinks the three-pointer. Levine's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Robinson with the block. Good work defensively by Carter. Levine way outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Dragic is out there with Hero. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Dragic. Valentine with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Dunn outside. Kicks to Valentine. Back to Dunn. Here's Cornette. He's guarded by Adebayo. Cornette passes to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And the physicality Dunn plays with, that makes defenders nervous, which in turn forces them into making mistakes.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by Dunn.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Pass to Cornette. Back to Dunn. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Heat trail by 9. Hero passes to Adebayo. They're running. All going up court. And Valentine with the basket on the assist by Young. Valentine's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. Here's Hero to the inside. Adebayo. No good with the layup. And here's Young to the left wing. Here's Harrison. And the 3 off target. Iguodala's drive. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Bulls leading by 11. Back to Valentine. Harrison in the corner. The pass to Cornette. Crowder with the steal. Iguodala outside. Back to Adebayo. Crowder inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Now here's Levine. A 3-pointer off the mark. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. The kick out to Dragic. Back to Butler. There's a minute 40 left in the 4th quarter. That one goes in. Butler's got his first basket of the night.
He's so focused. Butler does not let the defender get into his head. That's a sign of an elite scorer.
Levine wide open. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Markkanen. Left side Levine. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And you need Levine to keep connecting from deep. When he does, the floor opens up big time.
Here's Butler. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Satoransky, the pass to Carter. There's the lob to Carter.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bulls.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zach LaVine.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Pass to Hero. Fires from deep. The shot, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Got it. Nice one there from LaVine.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Basket good.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. LaVine for three. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Stolen by Satoransky. LaVine for three. Up again. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. In transition, here comes Miami. Crowder with the ball, and they pick up two.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic miss.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visit.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K. Well, it's important to look your best on the road, and that's not what...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. And for Miami, Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Crowder in at the 4 spot. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Now here's Wall after the miss from Jay Crowder. Wall finds Beal, and Bryant gets it to go.
Boy, tremendous focus from the big man, Thomas Bryant, making the difficult finish look pretty routine. That's nice.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Here's Dragic after the basket by Washington. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Down low. It's stolen by Adebayo. Wall against Dragic. Up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Beal after the made shot from Goran Dragic. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, the athleticism and size of Bradley Beal makes that an easy shot, believe it or not. He's got great vertical.
Well, they're passing to Robinson. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Stolen. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You have to love that mentality. John Wall took it in and made sure he drew the contact.
The first free throw is good. And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. And so Wall nails both of them. He'd have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Adebayo. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Beal. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Butler on the wing. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Hero, no good. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Hachimura. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Hachimura the pass to Smith. Second shot opportunity. The Wizards working the ball around now. And Adebayo sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Clock is at 3. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Hero. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He nails it, and we're tied up.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
From the Wizards, they're shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Iguodala left side. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Smith, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. So for the Wizards, Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahimi. Bertens comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Bradley Beal. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 1. Hero passes to Olynyk. Outside, Jones. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Kicks it out to Jones. Iguodala left side. Robinson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Washington. Mo Wagner out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Brown, and it's Wall, and it's Payton in at the 2-guard spot. They get it back. Bertans finds Wall. Now, here's Wagner. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Basket is good. He'll get it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
If you make a mistake against Jimmy Butler, this guy will find a way to make you pay. Pretty pass.
Wall against Dragic. Wall passes to Bryant. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Miami leading by 6. To the wing right side. Robinson kicks to Dragic. Olynyk trying to break loose. Dragic gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bryant finds Wall. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Wizards trail by 8. Wall passes to Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Washington. Wall against Dragic. No good that time. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Robinson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Wizards have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Now, here's Adebayo. Beal with the steal. Here's Bonga.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside.
Left side, Wall. And Adebayo sends it back. Pass to Hachimura. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
Wow, that defense not prepared for that. Jan Mahimi flying to the rim for the catch and finish.
Bertans against Butler. And the shot is good. Butler's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Wall passes to Mahimi. Back to Wall. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
A different look for Miami. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic.
I think you can make a very strong case that John Wall has been underrated throughout his career. This guy is a multi-talented point guard who prides himself on leading his guys.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Heat shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the technical free throw is good. Now, here's Adebayo. Butler. And it's Butler with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Wizards shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Peyton.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got 5.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Chalk up 2 there.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And the pass to Payton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Here's Butler. And that's it for the first half of action. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They never put themselves in too much. And that's a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
That's Jay Crowder demonstrating how strong he is. He's dominating the defense with his ability to play through contact.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Robinson for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Here's Hachimura. That one's not going to go. Dragic with some nice D. Robinson left side. And that one, good. Robinson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Pass to Bonga. Outside, Wall. Pass to Bonga. And it's Bryant in the corner. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Heat making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Then for the Wizards, Bertanis comes in for Hachimura. And it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Smith outside. Crowder hit the steal. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Butler against Smith. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got his second bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Smith dishes to Beal. Back to Smith. Odd pass to Bryant.
Boy, really impressed by Thomas Bryant's development as a scorer, guys. The future so bright for this young guy.
And what Bryant has been showing more and more of is the ability to read the floor and make good decisions.
Right, Greg. This is a very smart guy who dominated in high school and college just because of his size. He overwhelmed opponents. Now we're seeing him pass out of double teams. Shot selection is better. Timing and pick and roll is now superb. This guy has really grown.
And here are the Heat now after the basket by Washington. Here's Beal. Dragic with some nice D. Heat leading by 10. Butler kicks to Dragic. Back to Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Smith inside, guarded by Robinson. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Bradley Beal increasingly becoming a dangerous playmaker. What a pretty pass.
To the paint, here's Olynyk. Good on the bucket. Olynyk's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Boy, the ability of Thomas Bryant to play over the top of the defense, so impressive. Gets long and finishes with authority.
Now, here is Robinson. 12 points for him. And here is Beal. And finished off by Beal.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Robinson following the bucket by the Wizards. Down low. Crowder kicks to Robinson. From outside, off the mark. Wizards trail by 8. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Berton's shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
He'd have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Outside, Robinson. Beal against Butler. He dishes it to Olynyk. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, Olynyk, such a deft touch on the interior. Keeps the ball high. The defense has no chance.
For Washington, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
And he knocks down the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Ian Mahinmi. Payton is out there with Wall. Then it's Troy Brown. And it's Wagner in at the 5, down low. And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards. Wall with the steal. Payton against Iguodala. Poked away. They're running. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist from Dragic. And the Heat lead by 6.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
And the basket is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now Dragic kicks it out to Iguodala. Passes to Hero. Fires for 3. Rebound by Mahinmi.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Payton. Lays it up off the glass.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Here's Hero. Now here's Dragic. Here's Adebayo. Rebound by Mahinmi. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Wagner. Got a hand on it. Up top, Dragic, covered by Wall. Dragic, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Goes back up. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Heaton, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Mahimi's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
You do not have to be a gifted scorer. Jan Mahimi willing to create offense, working hard on the offensive window.
Dragic against Brown. Dragic, the pass to Jones. Now here's Wall. He's guarded closely. Back to Wagner. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Feeds to Mahimi. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Wizards lead by 2.
How about the composure? A potential tide-turning moment in this game. Mahimi comes up big.
Hero passes to Iguodala. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Crowder, he's checked in for Derek Jones. The Wizards also changing it up. Hachimura is checked in for Mahimi. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Gary Payton.
Important possession there, and John Wall getting it done.
There's the pass to Hero. Trying to end the drought. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 6 assists here tonight.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Lock at 6. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Smith checked in for Washington. 1:14 left in the 4th. Dragic kicks to Crowder. Back to Dragic. Pass to Hero. Outside Butler. Here's Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Heat. And Washington has possession. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. It drops.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Back to Adebayo. Passes it to Hero. This one for 3. Good. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
To take the lead.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Washington calls timeout. They trail by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
Puts it up off the inbound. Can't cash in. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, David Aldridge. Up next, welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Crowder in at the 4. Now here's Dragic. The kick outside to Butler. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Butler, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Vucevic, the pass to Gordon. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Boy, established his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Outside Robinson. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Gordon. Outside Fournier. Passes it to Fultz. The feed to Gordon. Tries again. No good there. Some solid defense from Butler. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Robinson. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Robinson's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Isaac outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Man, I admire how Isaac fights through the contact there, man. Grit and grind on display. Not letting the defense tie him down on these shots.
The pass to Butler. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Fultz. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And you got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
Now, here is Robinson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Dragic. From the arc. Robinson misses.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Gordon. Rebound by Butler.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Gordon with it. Now guarded by Crowder.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Bam Adebayo.
Look at Gordon knife through that defense, getting ahead of steam on his way to the basket and flushing that dunk home.
Dragic kicks to Crowder. Outside Dragic. Back to Crowder. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando leading. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, Fultz plays bigger than his size down low, guys. Outstanding at using his body to draw contact.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder. Derek Jones comes in for Jimmy Butler. Andre Iguodala has checked in for Robinson. And it's Tyler Hero in for Goran Dragic. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Gordon. Ross, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Evan Fournier.
You just can't give Iguodala these looks. He's too experienced and crafty down low.
Here's Fultz. Bamba trying to break free. Fultz, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Good D by Jones.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Iguodala out there with Hero. And it's Jones in at the 3.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Orlando leading by 7. Ross dishes to Bamba. Augustine passes to Carter Williams. Now here's Bamba. He kicks to Ennis. Back to Bamba. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. And so here is Miami. To the middle. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist from Dragic. Olynyk's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. Carter Williams at the elbow. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Carter Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the basket by Olynyk.
And really the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Augustine looking around, inside, and the dunk by Bamba.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Kicks it to Jones. And Dragic has it in the corner. Miami keeps it going, a new 14-second clock. Second chance shot. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Iguodala.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Jones. Jimmy Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Miami no good on that time either. Orlando leading by 7. Here's Isaac. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Robinson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Robinson's got 10 points.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Fultz. Rebound by Olynyk.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jimmy Butler. Fultz looking around. Dishes it to Vucevic. Fires from 14. And it's Gordon missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Orlando leading by 3. Fournier, the basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Robinson down low. He's against Gordon. There's the triple. Robinson, that's good. He's got 13.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Robinson against Fultz. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 4.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
Yep, that one goes in there. Olynyk's got 7 points for the quarter.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They ended the period holding on to us. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this, you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac into the small forward. The Heat with the lead. Rockets the pass to Adebayo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Adebayo's got his first 2 points.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Markelle Fultz. Right side Robinson. Buck 3. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Crowder to the right side. No good with the triple. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. Drops in the layup for 2. Ross has got his second bucket tonight.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And some changes here for the Heat. Jones checked in for Crowder. And it's Tyler Hero in for Butler. Bamba is checked in for Orlando. James Ennis comes in for Fournier. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
Hey guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a couple. That was worth the price of admission.
When you look at Bamba, he has extraordinary length. And because of that, he's able to finish over most defenders.
Here's Adebayo. Count that one. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Carter Williams against Dragic. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Robinson. And a switcher also for Orlando. DJ Augustine's checked in for Ennis.
Well, it's fairly obvious, but it's important that Bamba stays healthy so he can keep improving. I mean, his skill set and physical tools both are very impressive. His upside is way up.
Adebayo drives in. Kicks it out to Jones. Passes it to Hero. Dragic against Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Jones. Miami no good on that time either. And the Magic with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And the rejection by Iguodala. Augustine, that's good. The Heat trail by 8. Hero passes to Iguodala. The dish now to Dragic. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. The shot by Adebayo, no good. On offense, here are the Magic. This run now up to 13-2. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Bamba. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Adebayo drives in. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Magic leading by 6. Pass to Vucevic. Iguodala against Augustine. And Jones sends it back. There's 49 seconds left in the third.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Adebayo passes to Hero. Jones against Bamba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Dragic. Jay Crowder comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Tyler Hero. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fultz kicks to Isaac. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Orlando out in front, up 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in at the 1. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Oh, I like the way Fultz attacks with confidence. He's excellent at making the defense commit.
So he gets them both. The Heat trail by 5. Robinson for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Isaac. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And you look at Vucevic, and his tenacity goes up the closer he is to the cup. Defenders try to match his level of physicality down there, which more times than not results in him going to the foul line.
Left side, Crowder. Back to Robinson. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. And here's Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Here's Gordon. And he converts the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Crowder against Fultz. Magic moving the ball around. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Miami no good on that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Adebayo against Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. The pass to Fultz. Shot clock at 3. Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by Hero.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
They get it again. Outside Robinson. Trying to get something going. Isaac with the steal. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. He gets it in there. And the Magic lead by 13. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Ross passes to Fultz. On the wing, Isaac. Back to Fultz. Pass to Ross. Gordon against Adebayo. Vucevic. Not going to go that time. And it's Miami the other way. Passes it to Butler. 55 seconds left in the game. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Fultz finds Gordon. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Butler from outside. Ross grabs the board. "19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Isaac. Back to Ross. 6 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.